Welcome to our continuing series, Questions and Answers, from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Today, Universal or Cosmic Force, Part 2, from Sri Aurobindo. The cosmic force is under the control of the overmind. The supermind does not act on it directly. Whatever comes down from there is modified so as to pass through the overmind and takes a lesser form suitable to the plane on which it acts, mental, vital, or physical. But this intervention is exceptional in the ordinary play of the forces. The entry of the universal forces. Sri Aurobindo. There is no rule for that, the points at which the universal forces enter one. The human being is ordinarily conscious only on the surface. But the surface records only the results of subliminal agencies at work. It is often through the centers that the forces come in, for then they get the greatest power to act on the nature. But they can enter anywhere. The universal forces act very often through the subconscient, especially when the force they send is something the person has been in the habit of obeying, and of which the seeds, impressions, complexes are strongly rooted in the subconscient, or even if that is no longer the case, of which there is a memory still in the subconscient. Egoism is part of the machinery, a chief part of universal nature. First, to develop individuality out of indiscriminate force and substance of nature, and secondly, to make the individual, through the machinery of egoistic thought, feeling, will, and desire, a tool of the universal forces. It is only when one gets in touch with a higher nature that it is possible to get free of the rule of ego and subjection to these forces. Yes, certainly there is nothing in the individual that is not in the cosmic energy. For all ordinary purposes, the individual is only a differentiated center of the universal forces, although his soul comes from beyond. Disciple. X told me that whatever we do, it is the divine who acts through us. But it seems to me that the divine cannot be behind all we do, because we do not always do the right thing. Is there any truth in what X says? Sri Aurobindo. There is this much truth, that the cosmic force works out everything, and the cosmic spirit, Virat Purusha, supports her action. But this cosmic force is a power that works under the conditions of the ignorance. It appears as the lower nature, and the lower makes you do wrong things. The divine allows the play of these forces, so long as you do not yourself want anything better. But if you are a sadhak, then you do not accept the play of the lower nature. You turn to the Divine Mother instead, and ask her to work through you instead of the lower nature. It is only when you have turned entirely, in every part of your being, to the Divine Mother, and to her alone, that the Divine will do all actions through you. 27 May 1933. Yes, it, the higher consciousness, can come down into the mind plane, bringing peace, wideness, the cosmic consciousness, the realization of the divine, the sense of the forces, cosmic forces and other things, without any breaking of the veil through vision. Ordinarily, however, with most people, the inner vision comes first. There are, in the cosmic consciousness, two sides. One, the contact with and perception of the ordinary forces, cosmic forces, and the beings behind these forces. That is what I call the cosmic ignorance. The other is the perception of the cosmic truths, the realization of the one universal force, all the Vedantic truths of the one in all and all in one, all the various aspects of the divine in the cosmic, and a host of other things can come, which do help to realization and knowledge, provided they are taken in the right way. However, all that can be best dealt with when it actually comes. It does not always come as soon as there is the widening. Many pass through the widening of the consciousness to what is beyond the cosmic, and take the cosmic in detail afterwards. And it is perhaps the safest order.